What's up guys, Mark Hicks here with a very special AdoramaPix unboxing. So if you've watched my videos before, you know I'm a huge fan of AdoramaPix. I love their prints, I love their metals, I love their books. This book that I'm going to unbox here is a little different than what I normally do. If you go back and check my channel, you will see all the different book unboxings I've done. A lot of family books, portfolio books, a few client books mixed in. But this one is special. This is a gift for a friend. And funny story, so I went to open a box and film this yesterday for you guys, and the box wasn't the book. It was a different package from AdoramaPix. Put a little blurb on the screen now so you can see it. Let's get into this, and you will see what I'm talking about. Of course, this isn't what I thought it was. So, as usual, their packaging job is pretty awesome. They completely, let's see, what's this one say? Warmest thanks, nice little thank you card in the box this time. As you come together with those you hold dear, we want to say thank you for letting us be part of these memories you cherish. Very nice. Nice little extra touch. So this is a 10 by 10 book. You can see they shrink wrap it to a piece of cardboard with some padding. Tells me who exactly made it, and I'm actually going to get into that in a second too. So, really cool. I actually saved those boxes in the sheets of cardboard. So, this book is for my friend Keith McGuire. Got his shirt on. Keith does watercolor paintings and watercolor tutorials. Been working with him for a little bit, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to try out the linen paper for his watercolor book. Oh, and inspected by Stephanie V. Good job, Stephanie. So, real quick, I want to show you, before I open this book, AdoramaPix was nice enough to send me some behind-the-scenes pictures of them assembling and printing and putting this book together. So I want to go through that photo by photo with you real quick. They didn't give me a description of each step. I'm going to kind of guess what it is, and maybe somebody will comment if I'm correct or not in the process. But let's take a look at those behind the scene pictures real quick before we get into the actual book. Alright, here are the pictures that AdoramaPix sent me. So this first one here looks like the gentleman is going through and looking at the printed pages individually. They haven't been bound yet, they haven't been folded. They've literally just been printed as I sent them through their book builder program as flat sheets. And in this one here, it looks like this might be registration. They're lining them all up. This could be a cutter machine that is going to make sure all the pages are the exact same size, is what I'm going to guess. It looks like maybe that, you know, it lines up and then chops them all together. Could be wrong again. These are just my guesses. I didn't get any kind of description to go along with it. So here we have, looks like a color checker page on top. Those aren't my images, so that must be their baseline that they use. Not quite sure. Maybe this is where it got cut, and because it looks like she's got individual pages in hand. So I'm not exactly sure what each step here is. There you can see the cover of the book. Appears to be inside some sort of encapsulation right now. I don't know if it's a laminate. Again, there's the cover. Still the cover. It looks like he's got more sheets possibly, or that might be just the thickness of the cover. This appears to be where they create the inside of the cover. So they're hardcover books, right? So this is the cardstock that they wrap your art around. And those little routes that they're putting in there, you can see it looks like 3 slots they cut out. Those are going to be all the way through. You can see in this picture here, before it looks like they just wrapped the cover to it, or maybe they haven't wrapped it yet. But those slots are what keeps the book folding open. If you notice, when I'm flipping the pages, their books, the AdoramaPix books, are lay flats. So they open all the way up. So when you have that 2-page spread, there's no real hard seam or defined line. So you can do a panoramic photo in their book, and you don't get that weird bubble that a lot of other brands use. And those routes are what keep the cover opening completely flat without distorting or binding weird, for lack of a better term. So there's the cover completely wrapped. Looks like they're testing the fold to make sure that the alignment's good. You can put text on the spine, which I didn't do this time. I like to do it on thicker books. This was only I want to say it was a 14-page book. I very well could have, and I've done it in the past, but on this one I chose not to. And there, it looks like all the inside pages getting folded and possibly prepared to be bound into the cover. And that looks like that might be the first picture of the finished book. Oh, and there's another shot of that. So it looks like he's checking to make sure everything's lined up correctly and everything is where it's supposed to be. And there's the finished book with 7 or more other customers' books beneath mine ready to go. That was a little sneak peek behind the scenes. Thank you again to AdoramaPix for sending those out to me so we could take a look at those together. I also want to say, if you like these videos, these unboxings I do, I will put a link in the description for you to try AdoramaPix. If you use my link, my code, when you sign up, after your first $15 order, I get a small print credit. You get a little print credit on a future order. So it's just a way of saying thanks for doing these videos. So cover, these are nice hardbacks. Got his logo, his website. I recommend checking Keith out. He does some really cool work, as you're gonna see. But this is what I'm excited. I normally do the luster books, blank inside pages. Might sign it, might wish him. I think he's gonna turn 60 next month. So he does watercolor paintings. So as this one you can see, I wanted each page, each spread to do a specific picture. These are also prints he has for sale. So I thought by doing maybe the linen paper and getting a little bit of that paper texture, it would give the illusion of the watercolor texture from the watercolor paper that he uses. So we've got a bunch of oranges, some bananas, water lily, barn with some birch trees, some kingfishers, nice crane that he painted, some sea turtles. That's kind of Keith's bread and butter, and then it ends with a blank couple pages too. So awesome. I like this a lot. Let's spin this around real quick so I can see it a little better than upside down. So what I'm surprised on, I was expecting a little more feel in the texture. That's kind of why I also did this as a test for my own personal knowledge. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So there's a slight sheen still. But if you look real close, and I'll try to get a detail shot of this, you can see the texture in the paper more so than you can feel it. So I know it wasn't a mistake and they put a regular luster or glossy in there instead of the linen that I requested. So this is the linen paper. It did cost, I think, a little bit more to use this. They've got, I think, 5 different paper stocks, maybe more, that you can use for the books. This is just the one that I thought would be kind of nice for the paintings. And I'm not disappointed whatsoever. I think this came out awesome. A few things design-wise I might have done differently, but all in all, another great AdoramaPix book. I can't say enough about these guys. I print everything through them that I can. They offer, like I said, metal prints. They do the books, obviously. They do canvases, which we also have been doing samples of Keith's work on the canvas. It looks really awesome. So if you check out some of, like I said, my old videos, you'll see some canvas unboxings. And even if you go over to Keith's channel, there'll be some more showing up there, I think. So thanks for watching. I would appreciate if you guys would use my referral code. Check out the other videos. Give AdoramaPix a try. And I'll see you soon. Bye.